Today is July 3rd, 2021. My name is Charles Suter. Today I'm presenting a new series called Rationality. This one titled No Free Lunch. My main objective is to teach you how to become a rational person. My main message? Rationality is based on applying first principles. And the first principle is accept reality and then deal with it rationally. The philosophy of living a rational life means several things. First, seeking to live a rational life implies an objective of living a life free of all unnecessary emotional distress, including the negative emotions caused by irrational, erroneous, and distorted beliefs and thinking. Emotional distress caused by natural physical pain, or the threat of physical pain or injury or loss, are the only rational exceptions. The goal is to promote all the positive emotions, but to curtail or completely eliminate all negative emotions. Second, seeking to live a rational life implies an acceptance of reality as it exists in the moment until such time as one can deal with it rationally and attempt to achieve one's own personal preferences. A rationalist always has a cause and effect answer to all why questions, such as, why me? Why did this happen to me? The answer a rationalist gives to why questions is always the same, because all the conditions necessary for the event to happen, just as it did, were present. In other words, if other causal conditions were present instead, then some other event would have occurred. Proposition 1. There is no such thing as a free lunch. Good luck tends to be balanced by bad luck, or your gain is someone else's loss, or your loss is someone else's gain. You must give to receive. There's no other way except charity. Nature is basically neutral. It favors no one who hasn't earned the right to get what they get. An unwillingness to accept reality means that you will be resisting reality, fighting an uphill battle or trying to swim upstream against the current. To fight reality while suffering emotional distress as you do so is completely unnecessary, especially when there are so many good choices available, no matter how adverse reality is at the moment. Once you get over the notion that you're in control, or can fight successfully to gain control over the outcome you seek, you can begin to relax and make rational choices as to how best take advantage of whatever reality you are faced with. For every circumstance, there are always open doors leading to value-added benefits to meet almost any human need. So instead of fighting for a lost cause, just calmly begin to search for those opportunities that are continually presenting themselves. Proposition 2. Reality must be accepted until it can be changed or mastered. You do not control reality. The big man upstairs controls reality. And what you cannot control, you must accept. The sooner you accept reality, the less emotional frustration you will suffer. You can choose to interact with reality, however, in an attempt to influence outcomes, but nothing is guaranteed. Too many people go through life waiting for reality to bring them what they want, still living with the hope that a miracle of some sort will arrive so that they can live happily ever after. This is the sort of free lunch mindset that leads to disappointment and emotional distress as one waits. If you want to change reality to reward you with what you want, you have to interact with reality in such a way as to influence the end game. In other words, you must provide inputs to reality so as to shape it in the direction of your preferences. The process of influence of reality is called goal setting. And rational people are able to do this successfully most of the time. To achieve any goal, you only need to know exactly what you want and then provide all the inputs objectively required for the outcome to turn out as you prefer. Sometimes you reach your goal with the inputs you provide, and sometimes you don't. If you don't, you still have choices, such as planning an alternative approach. In any case, nature is neutral, Outcomes depend on the resultant of all influential factors currently bearing upon the situation. When you're able to provide the requisite inputs, then you're more likely to influence reality in one direction or another, hopefully in the direction you prefer. Proposition 3. Negative emotions are not necessary for success. Far too many people get motivated by disparaging themselves as a way of encouragement. Too many people use negative emotions to spur themselves into action. You will get much better results using positive motivations and without all the emotional suffering. Success in life is a product of doing the right things at the right time for the right reason. This is the essence of rationality. Emotional suffering doesn't contribute anything to the influence of future outcomes. If the outcome you want is not motivating by its own compelling nature, then no amount of negative emotions is going to make a difference except to make your life miserable. Success and happiness is solely the result of the law of averages as applied to your personal interventions to create the life you want, given the opportunities that present themselves. My final message: reality means no unnecessary emotional distress. The ultimate test of living a rational life is whether you're suffering any unnecessary emotional distress. If so, then you have some built-in irrational beliefs that need to be corrected. All it takes to begin living a rational life is the replacement of any pre-existing irrational beliefs with their rational equivalent. Replacing irrational beliefs is not difficult, although it might be time-consuming, and these methods will be the subject of future presentations. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.